So today I'm going to tell you about 4 Rolex watches that I absolutely guarantee won't let you down and that you'll be thanking me if you buy them or tried to buy or couldn't buy or whatever. Welcome back, watch people. So as we approach the end of 2023, I'm already looking ahead to 2024, and today I'm going to tell you about 4 Rolex models that you need to get your name down on the list right now as quickly as possible. Like today, like this moment, drop absolutely everything, pick up the phone, get into your local AD, get on your hands and knees and beg to be sold one of the following 4 watches. Now, of course, as usual, Rolex will be introducing some new models to their range in 2024, and nobody, of course, knows what they are. So at the time of making this video, my top 4 must-haves for 2024 exclude anything that Rolex might introduce in the future. But right now, as we stand, as things are today, these 4 watches are surefire winners for your wrist. Now we're going to start off at number 4, and that is the Rolex GMT Master 2, reference 126710 BLRO. That's the Pepsi GMT that is currently one of the hottest and hardest to acquire sports models from the Geneva Giants. And rumours of bezel production problems and its possible discontinuation in 2024 has led this watch to become almost impossible to get from your AD, and with prices on the secondary market now more realistic. If you're thinking of pulling the trigger on this watch, then I wouldn't wait much longer. Oh, and either bracelet will do, there's no wrong answer. Coming in at number 3 is another GMT. It's the Rolex 126720 VT-NR, the left-hand drive GMT Master, a watch that has fallen dramatically in price on the pre-owned market and is now becoming almost affordable even if you can't get one from your authorised dealer. And you know my thoughts on this watch. I don't think it's going to last forever, and when Rolex do give it the chop, watch what happens to its value and its desirability in the future. And on a more serious note, prices now for this watch are about as low as they have been since its introduction, and if Rolex were to discontinue this watch in 2024, failing to pull the trigger now might turn out to be one of your biggest Rolex regrets. At number 2, well, you know what, I had to think long and hard how I could separate the last 2 watches from my list of must-have Rolex for 2024. And in all honesty, I could only separate them because of their wearability rather than what I believe to be the very best long-term investment Rolex that has ever been made and that we'll come to in just a minute. So at number 2 is the rather underwhelming, for me at least, and I think somewhat ugly titanium Rolex Yachtmaster 42, reference 226627. Now let me explain. After calling this watch underwhelming and somewhat ugly, how on earth has it made it to number 2 on my must-have list? Well, the answer is actually quite simple. For me, this is one of the new breed of Rolex watches designed, built and produced deliberately in super small numbers to deliberately manage Rolex rarity and the market in the future and ensure that they are producing tomorrow's scarcity and desirability today. A very clever move with a super long-term outlook, but one that will guarantee Rolex's standing in the watch industry for generations to come. Quite simply, a masterstroke, but not one that will necessarily benefit our pockets, more perhaps for our grandchildren. Which leads me very nicely onto my number 1. For me, the best Rolex watch that you can try and buy in 2024 is the Rolex Deep Sea Challenge, reference 126067, an absolute monstrosity of a watch that barely anyone can wear and even fewer would probably want to. But make no mistake, again, this is one of Rolex's genius models that in years to come may require a kidney if you want to get hold of one. Quite simply, this watch was never designed to be worn, it was never made to be popular, and it hasn't been made in big numbers. Most ADs tell me that they expect to receive just one of these watches a year, and that tells its own story. This watch was made simply because Rolex could make it, and as a reward for their most loyal and their most educated clients who know full well that this wall clock of a watch will be worth an absolute fortune in years to come. And this could be one of the rarest Rolex sports watches of all time, and is, by the way, the only Rolex watch that I am actively trying to buy myself right now. Right guys, so there you go, my top 4 must-have Rolex watches for 2024. What did I miss? What did I get right? Let me know in the comments below. And lastly, don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button. It's free, don't be shy. As always, thanks for watching. We'll speak again soon.